How long do you think people should practice for every day, say?
Yes. Okay. I have a good answer for this based on research. So, what the research shows is that humans cannot focus the way we need to when we practice, like that really, really good focus. We can't do that for more than 4 to 5 hours a day. So, anybody that's practicing like 6 to 8 hours every day, stop. Like, you're wasting your time any hours after four. My typical, practice day, although this has changed a lot over the past few years, but is 4 hours. I've done 5 hours one day out of my entire life. And I was like, never again. That was way too much practicing. I'm not doing that. So 4 hours is my typical amount. The other thing that's really important, which maybe we'll get into more later, is it's really important to take breaks. The brain learns the most during breaks, which is the most counterintuitive thing ever. I think a lot of classical musicians, we think and we're often taught to practice in like big blocks of time, like to do all that 4 hours all at once or to do a big block of 2 hours. But the brain needs breaks. So I do my practicing in blocks of 30 minutes. And that actually comes from when I was injured. One thing that I learned from Dr. Charnas is that nobody, injured or not, should ever practice for more than 25 to 30 minutes without at least a 5-minute break, and never longer than an hour to an hour and a half without at least an hour and a half break. And so I started practicing that way once I'd worked up to that much when I was 15 because of what Dr. Charnas told me I needed to do so I wouldn't re-injure myself. But it also aligns with the research on how the brain works and how we learn. And so I still do that. I do my practicing in blocks of 30 minutes. After 3 blocks max, then I take a much longer break and then I do more blocks later.